Hello guys, welcome back. And today we have an exciting set. It's the Lion King set today. Oh, that was really difficult. Anyway, this is an ombre. So you can put, when you're ombreing, we're going to be ombreing 3 different colours here. So you can just put whichever is your lightest colour all the way down the nail, cure it, and then you can ombre. But we're not going to do that today. We're just going to go straight in with the ombre. And you will find out in a minute that this is pointless because it's going to take the colour off, but it's magic, and it's the only way I can ombre, and I absolutely love it. So we get a sponge and we dab it all around, dab, 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 and then we sprinkle clear acrylic powder over it, and then we put it into cure for 30 seconds. That clear acrylic powder will suck up the next layer, so your ombre is going to be so bright and pigmented. So I'm just going in here and I put 2 coats down of this colour and cured for 30 seconds per coat. Now guys, all of these colours are Naio Nails, Naio Nail gel polishes, and I am just going to rattle off all of the colours that we've used. Reason for this is I've used so many colours in this entire set that I'm just going to rattle them all off now. So in the entire set I used Serious Black, Strawberry Cream, Strawberry Bellini, Buttercup, Snow White, Oops, Indian Summer, Second Blush, Timeless, Jaffa Cake. That's all the colours, and that is because I've had to mix and match to make all the different characters as well. So I don't show me mixing the colours just because, I kid you not, this was a 5-hour video that I've had to cut down into 25 minutes. It took me absolutely ages. Now we are going in with some white, and the reason why I use white is because it covers very well. So if I need to put a colour over the top of it, you won't see it, because these gel polishes are so pigmented, and that's why I love using them for artwork. So we are just literally going in with white and putting down the outlines. This character will look nothing like the end character, because I find the characters don't actually start coming to life until you put all the detail in. But you can see here that, you know, I've done the eye, I've done the nose, I've done the mouth. This is the hair, like his mane is Simba. So yeah, it will look slightly crazy. So just go with the flow and, you know, keep at it. It will look crazier and crazier and crazier as it goes on with the colour. Like I've mixed Timeless and white here, Snow White, to try and get like this sort of ivory colour. So yeah, and I think I mixed a little bit of Indian Summer with, what's the yellow, Buttercup, to make you know, that slightly orangey yellow colour that he has. And so yeah, so they've all been mixed together, so just play around with them. And I think because I don't have browns and stuff, I think the colours are slightly off, but it doesn't matter, you know who it is. So yeah, here we're going in with the yellow, and you will find as well that I will cure this, and I will come back in with the yellow and go all over, because that I did too much ivory and I didn't like it towards the end. I do have a picture up on my laptop that I'm looking at of Simba, and then trying to figure out which way it should go onto the nail and where the colour should go. So yeah, that's it. Now if you want to, you can flash cure, and any colour that's going to touch another colour, I flash cured for about, they say 10 seconds, but I did mine for about 20, just because I really did not want any bleeding or anything to happen, or I didn't want any shrinking to kind of happen, because I know it'd be out the light for a little while I put the other colours in. So yeah, anytime a colour touches another colour, I cure it. So that's all of the colour put in, or 99% of it. And I'm using Alexa Nails art gel to do all the black lining. I like the art gel because it's thicker than gel polish, and I find gel polish likes to run slightly when I'm using it for outlining, and art gel will literally stay where I've put it. Now, when I did the, you can see I put detail in here. So obviously his chin isn't just flat, it does have bits of waves in it for his fur, and there you go, you've just seen it. I wasn't happy with that line, so I've changed the way where I want his mouth to be. Sorry that I go out of shot a couple of times, it's just because I have to do all the line work and I need to make sure I've definitely put it in the right place. But yeah, this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Like how now you can see Simba is kind of starting to come together. You can somewhat see that he's Simba now, rather than just some crazy multicoloured blob. Now what I've done here is I've mixed some Serious Black and I put it into his mane colour because I wanted his mane colour to be darker. So even though I am outlining it, it's not with the art gel. It is with a bit of his normal colour, because then when we outline it again, it will, you know, look a lot better. So this is just adding texture to the hair, or his mane rather. Now back in with the art gel. Yeah, just basically go along the outside of everything I've done, but do add texture with the hair. Going in now and doing the nose, and then we will make the pink part of the nose a bit wider as well, so you can see that it's not just a teeny tiny dot at the end of his nose, which I think until the outlines kind of get put in you don't really notice it as much. And yeah, he's coming together quite nicely. Oh, it's officially, that's Simba! Simba done. Now, I got up online at some African, because obviously lions are from Africa, some African artwork, and I just tried to do it as, you know, this one I kind of overcomplicated it. I could have done it so much simpler, but no, good old me had to add in every detail that I possibly could. Now, the lines on here, like the curved ones, you will see that it doesn't line up properly. I didn't want it to. I wanted it to be odd, even though the picture, it lined up perfectly. I wanted these lines to be slightly different. I don't want to use it directly from a picture, and I wanted it to be slightly off as well. But all I'm using is the art gel and a long detail brush. Sorry about the noise in the background. I have my cat and my dog really irritating each other at the moment. Oh, they are such a pain. Guys, cure as much as needed. I didn't really cure too much because I'm quite confident in the brush, and I was confident I wasn't going to touch anything, but definitely just give it a good flash cure anytime that you feel like, ooh, I may touch that part of the area if you're going to recreate this. It just saves smudging and then having to redo the whole thing again. Thickening up some of these lines here, and I forgot to mention that I did matte top coat over after we did the ombre, and the reason for that is sometimes because of the clear acrylic powder it can be a bit bumpy, but the top coat will smooth it all out. So there's no bumps, there's no nothing, it's a nice smooth nail. So I do end up slowing this down so you can see exactly what I'm doing, but I've got art gel on the long detail brush and like here. So the more you wiggle, the better the stripes will become. And these are obviously acting like zebra stripes. The more imperfect it is, the better it looks. So just allow your brush to do its thing, just keep wiggling. Basically, wherever the gel touched, it was done. And then on the really tiny bits right in the corners, because obviously that detail brush is quite long, I use the smaller one to get right in and do even smaller lines. But it's just the same principle of it. Now we're working on Timon. Oh, this one really did my head in. But in case you don't know, this is his nose that we've done. Now we're working on the eyes. I had to redo him a couple of times because I got his nose too big, his eyes too small. But that's the brilliant part of working with gel polish, is that you can just wipe it off and start again. Now going in and adding the colour on Timon. This is his eyes. Yeah, I was actually quite shocked to find how little colour actually goes into him. I thought he had a little bit more detail on him than what I've actually added, but no, he doesn't. So you will notice that on this eye, I've gone right to the bottom into the corner of the eye with the brown, and on the other I don't. And that's because looking at the picture, it's actually black outlined. So there was no point in me doing it anyway, and I'll go back in with the black outline and you won't notice a difference on either side. But yeah, he's pretty straightforward to colour in, really. There's not much to him. Yeah, which is quite handy. It was a nice one to be able to take a break from, and because Simba took so long with the drawing and the planning, and this one was just like a nice little break. But Pumbaa next. Pumbaa was not easy. I think I drew him in 3 different, I mean I don't show it in the video, but I drew him 3 different ways before I settled on the last way, and even that I'm still not 100% happy with. But I mean, it goes together quite nicely with the set, so. This is now where he goes from looking like a psychotic clown to to looking like Timon. I say clown because of the size of his nose, but oh dear, they do look psychotic. They do look slightly crazy, but I love just seeing, you know, how they come along, and he will start looking like Timon very, very shortly. Oh, look, there he is, looking all happy in the corner. He does look rather jolly. Pumbaa took ages to come together as well, even with the colouring in, the line details, and I thought, no, I've messed him up and I'm going to have to start it all over again. But I was like, oh, maybe I should do a different character. But you can't actually have Pumbaa without Timon, and you can't have Timon without Pumbaa. So I had to do him. I had to. And I was like, I'm not going to redo 2 characters. So this is the nose that I've done. I started with the nose because then I could get... well, I'm not a great drawer, but I could then get the mouth structure to kind of fit in around the nose size and the eye size. So this is one of his eyes. and this is going to be the second eye, and I drew that eye the wrong shape, but again, like I said, it doesn't matter. It's just with this white, it's just about getting the basic down, and then as you colour it in, you can tweak it a bit more then when you see, okay, well, the eye is so far away from the ear and everything else. And like with Simba and Timon, I do have a picture up on the laptop that I've just took from Google, and I'm looking at as I'm drawing to kind of see where things should go in comparison to the rest of it. Now, there'll be times that you see me just kind of waving a brush around, and that's because there might be something that I know I can't fit onto the nail, so it'll be off of the nail, but I need to kind of figure out, okay, so if that's going to come off there and it's going to reconnect onto the nail at certain points. Yeah, it's crazy how my brain works, but that's literally what I was thinking and planning. Now this is, oh, I rubbed it off. That was going to be the inside part of the mouth. I really struggled to kind of get the right shape here because his mouth is open. His mouth's open, he's screaming, you know, that's what I was going for. And it does not look good. It really does not. And I do change these lines in the mouth, but I do it when I'm doing actually the black line at the end. So yeah, this is what I mean. Your characters, they do not look anything like the character. And then I showed my husband actually all of them when they were done, and he said this was his favourite, this character, and actually he's my least favourite. So I don't know. You'll have to let me know which one looks better, but yeah. This was the part I was really messing around with because I was not confident at all in what I was doing with where this colour should go, because I know his... Oh, I've gone off camera. That's annoying. I wasn't confident in where I wanted the edge of the lip to be because, like I said, his mouth's open, so you need to show that he has a lip. And then this is obviously his body colour. So I was just taking my time, and now you can see I'm going in with the dark colour. So this is the edge of the lip. Just take your time and go through it. But yeah, it was hard, this one. This one was, I think, was the hardest out of all of them. This is painting his tongue and leaving space for the tooth. That will obviously be in front of his tongue. So he's still, to me, it still doesn't look like Pumbaa. And then I'm going in and doing his nose. I don't think Pumbaa actually came together until I did the inside circles of his nose. But that's just my opinion on it. I mean, I think because it's my work, I will be so I'm so overly critical of it, especially these character drawings that I do. I think if I was to watch this and it not be me, I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But because it's me, I'm a bit like, oh, that don't look right. God. Oh dear. Don't you think he looks a bit like a gargoyle here, though? Like a little. He looks very gargoyle-like. He looks quite creepy. Oh dear. I think I cut a lot of this outline out of the video because I am off screen, so I tried to fit in as much as I could that you could actually see that I was doing, but yeah, no, I cut quite a bit of it, I think. Doesn't look much better. He looks more gargoyle-like now. It's crazy, isn't it, how they come about as you're creating them. Yeah, I did cut quite a bit of it out. There you go, here's his eyes going in. Now he has a bit more expression. He's not just some soulless character. Although actually, soulless character, that's kind of given me a good Halloween set. I might do it out of being Halloween actually, to kind of do some sort of creepy figure design. Always don't forget to fully cure all the characters and then pop a matte top coat on and it's complete! Ah! That was brilliant. Oh, I do hope to do one from every Disney film, but if you did like what you see, guys, please subscribe!